Why, howdy ho, and here we go. All right. Now, you're probably going, why is Jen doing this again? She keeps doing this. She's making these weird videos off her cuff. Eh, I live off my cuff. And I go where Spirit leads me to do it. Now, let's address the first issue. What's going on with your lightning, Jen? You ain't got no good lightning. Well, lightning. That's a southern term. That means I don't have a lamp on. Everybody's asleep right now. And my background is a laundry basket and some cardboard boxes and some stuff that's going on. Well, here you go. I'm in the process of moving. Welcome to my world. I am not embarrassed by that. I am not ashamed of that. This is real life. I am not ashamed to say that. I am in the middle of packing and moving, and my life is flipped upside down right now. If you're okay with the background, great. If you're not, don't really care. I have to do what I have to do. This is real life to me. I am in the process of moving, and I'm doing this video in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, and because my days and nights are mixed up, look at me like a newborn baby. She ain't got her shit together. She don't know what the hell she's doing. She can spit up on you the next second. Yes, I can. Well, with that being said, I'm going to address a couple of things. I went back and looked at last week's videos, okay? Roundtables, and pay attention to the chat because I don't always get to do that. Here's the sad thing. It can be our channel all it wants to be, but I don't get to see stuff until at least probably 24 to 48 hours later. And when I really get a chance to sit there and study it, I'm going, wow, I didn't know that. Wow. Oh, I didn't see that question. Wow. It was your birthday? Wow. This is what's going on? Wow, you said that? Wow, you have a problem with that? Wow. I keep going back and forth. Well, here's my response to that. It is our channel, and I want to apologize, but not apologize. I want to apologize if you don't feel that your voice is getting heard, but I'm not going to apologize for something that I can't control either, okay? I hear you. I see all of your emails. I look at all of them. I see your text messages. I see your direct messages through Messenger, and I see all these beautiful things. Your voice is not unheard, but I need you to understand something. I only have so many hours in the day. And I watch, and I listen, and I look, and I pay attention, and it goes all up in here. It does. Even though I don't respond to you personally, you're probably pissed off already. Well, she should have said something. I'm sorry. I didn't write the rule book, but I'm pretty sure, no, I don't have to. I am in a family that I'm in control of 8 people. And 3 of those are littles who live and breathe everything that their Mimi and their Papa do. So if you think for 1 minute that I'm going to turn them off, so I can turn you on. That came out wrong. You know what I mean. I can't. I am cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing laundry, I am playing outside with babies, I'm grounding them to Gaia, I'm teaching them things. Jen is not so centered on this channel. Would I love to be? Of course I would. Of course. But that's not who I am. I'm real. I am real, raw Jen, and many of you have actually applauded me for that. I am real, raw Jen. I have a life. I can't always get to you. I can't, and even if it's, whether it's 5 minutes later, or it's 30 minutes later, or it's 3 days later, I will try. I said I will try. If I gave you the misconception that Jen is available 24/7 and she never sleeps at all, I apologize. That's my fault. You got to give me a minute. And if I read an email or if I read a text message and it sits weird with me, believe me, I will contact you. I got a couple the last 24 hours and I'm sitting there. I actually sit there and think, and I stay up all night going, how am I going to respond to this? Because I don't want them to take it wrong. Because I care about your feelings. And I don't want you to get the wrong idea. And then there's another part of me of, I'm not required to respond to you. I could let it go. Make sense? I always tell you, you do you, boo. Well, this boo is doing her thing. Okay? I am me because I am free. And I've got shit to do. Yes, I said it. I have shit to do. The laundry basket and cardboard boxes. I already said that. I've got shit to do. I'm moving. I am in the process of stuff. But when I do a show, okay, I am focused on you guys, and I really do that. I even watched myself in a replay, which I cannot stand to do. I cannot stand to do that. But if I'm doing something wrong, I take note of what I'm doing wrong. But here's what I won't apologize for. Whether it's me, singled out, just doing a show myself, or it's a round table and there's a collective of us. Here's one thing that I did notice. There is a similarity that I cannot apologize for. I am lost in energy. That is not a bad thing. It just means that I am so focused on spirit and energy and what I'm getting. Even if my own round table people say something or ask me something, pretty sure you're going to see my head pop up and go, huh? What? Let's move on. I do not hear you. It's not deliberate. My round table knows this. I've talked to them. I cannot be there. I'm not omnipresent like Yeshua or any great deity that you claim to bow down to. I'm not saying that. I can't do it. I can't be in multiple places. I can't watch the chat while answering a question, be in the round table, and do all the above. I'm not being nasty and ugly. I'm just simply saying I can't do it. If I don't hear you, it's not because I don't want to hear you. I have to listen to spirit. I would be very concerned if you don't see someone doing that. If you see someone that can be willy-nilly and just they're all over the place, I'd be very concerned. Because they're not honed in on what they're supposed to be doing. Oh, I can hear it now. Well, don't you be talking about nobody else in the family. That's not what I said. I wasn't attacking anybody. I just simply said I would be concerned. If you need to focus on something, when you're focused on something, aren't you focused on it? And all the outside noise and everything that comes in. Believe me, my round table does not take it personal when I say that's noise. I need you to. That's what I do. Or I say, let's move on. Because my energy is focused on spirit and what you guys are supposed to know. I can hear it now. I already hear the backlash. Well, that's rude. Well, that's nasty and ugly. I'm not here to make peace with you on my routine or my way of reading stuff. I'm just saying, I do me, you do you. Leave it alone. If I miss something, which I have missed quite a bit, going back and watching the replays. It normally 24 hours, yeah. 48 hours, I really see it, and I'm going, I don't really remember that question. I don't even remember you transitioning that conversation. I don't remember anything. Because I'm like, just focused. I don't think that's wrong. It's just proof to you, or it should be proof to you, that I cannot be in multiple places. When I read for you, I am totally in spirit. This is not a game show. This is not The Price is Right. This is not Hollywood Squares. Pick a square, any square. Ask a question, any question. I can't. I will say this. I deeply appreciate my round table. I appreciate Dennis and his pendulum. I appreciate Rocco and his rods. I appreciate Nadia and her great wisdom that she brings, and her patience and her healing that she does. I thank you. I thank you. You guys hold down this channel because it's our channel. Me and the cards, we have a love-hate relationship. When I'm sitting there flipping them back and forth, I am literally so in love with those cards. You get the answer that you get because of spirit and because of the cards. If it seems impersonal, I would be grateful for that, because I'm not biased. And I set myself aside. I set my ego aside, and I'm totally focused on that. I don't hear anything else. I'm just focused. Now, it's been brought to my attention. Believe me, many people are emailing me. What did you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? I don't think I think you missed the point. Can you see this? I think they actually meant this. Well, thank you. Thank you, lovies. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. But in hindsight, it doesn't help the situation. If I missed it, I apologize. Bring it up next time. If you send me a video, or you send me something that you really want me to see, if you don't think for 1 minute that I don't sit and watch it, whether it's 10 minutes, 2 minutes, an hour and a half to 2 hours, I do actually watch them. Do I always respond? No. Want to know why? If you don't think for 1 minute that most of the stuff that you've sent me, I've already seen. I've been doing this for multiple years. Most of the stuff you send me, I've already seen. Will I watch it again? Yes, I will. Out of respect for you. out of love for you, and I will. What did I miss? Let me take notes. I've got legal pads sitting all over the house. Look at them. They're in the background. I do this constantly. Just because I don't respond to you doesn't mean that I don't pay attention to what you're doing. Well, I'm just going to back off then. I'm not going to say anything. I was hoping that you'd grab onto it. Honey, I grabbed onto it before you even knew it existed. Am I tooting my own horn? No. I just need you to understand that Jen's not as stupid as she looks. I've been doing this for a long time. Does that mean that I'm going to bring up all these details to the chat room? Hell no, I'm not going to. Remember the baby page of swords, drip, drop, drip, drop? People can't handle that. What I can handle and what you can handle is totally different. I know you want me to. You got a platform. Get it in there. Get it in there. Beat it in their brains. That kind of goes against their free will, doesn't it? I can bring up stuff casually as Spirit leads me to do it. But if you think for 1 minute that I'm going to turn this channel into beat it over your head or else, that's not going to happen. Other emails that I get, looking out for my 6, military term. I got your 6, it means I got your back. I love you all so much. I don't even have the words to express it, because y'all have warned me recently of stuff that's going on, and I'm not going to get into that because it's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy lowering to that level. I do see it. I don't respond because you asked to be protected. I'm going to honor that by not responding. I do see it. I open every single email you send me. Believe me, I've got it programmed on my phone. Every time I get it, it opens and I read it. Everybody's on a different path, different reason in what we're doing. I will address this very briefly, and I'm going to say briefly. I am well aware of what's going on in the background. And this. Okay? And thank you for telling me. I already know it. Because my spirit, my higher guides tell me that. My Creator tells me that. Am I concerned? No, absolutely not. But Jen, that's not like you that you don't respond. That's because Jen's grown up. Jen's been going through ascension classes and learning that you don't have to actually backbite back. It doesn't serve anybody any purpose. There's no reason to do it. People have to have a hobby. And if that's what their hobby is, let them do it. Let them do it. At the end of the day, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you, and I'm going to pray you through it. And I'm going to recognize my Creator of forgiveness and harmony and peace. And it's not worth my time. If you need to do it because it makes you feel better, or it gives you a voice, or whatever your reason is, I am not going to respond. Here's my response. I'm just going to give it to you now. I love you. I love you. And those of you that know me know that I mean it. Those of you that keep coming in and testing me and keep pushing me, well, Maybe eventually you'll figure it out. I have no desire to backbite against another war. It's just not worth my time. This channel is above and beyond that. Our energy and our frequency is up here. If you think for 1 minute that I want to come down here, sorry. I have no desire to come back to that level. But you do you, boo. I got stuff to do. I got a job to do. So you do you, and I'm going to go do me. And that means my channel. So just wanted to pop in. I do see, it takes me a while. It takes me to see chat rooms and doing all that stuff. And learning what our family is talking about. You have questions and learning the energy, and even in the own round table, I cannot be in two places at one time. I am not omnipresent. I am not Yeshua, okay? Or Yeshua, however you want to I was yelled at for saying that wrong too. Yeshua, Yeshua. Pretty sure he knows his name. Okay? You want to just go back to Jesus? This is the why. Why does it matter? Why are we still doing this? We have work to do here as a collective. I have work to do, and I've got stuff to do, and I've got a plan. I'm in the middle of moving. I've got 8 people in my household that I'm going to try to get settled. If you think for 1 minute that I got time to figure out you and where you're supposed to be, I will certainly do it. Just give me a minute. Oh, I know. You're like, what's she gonna say? No, I ain't. No, I will certainly do it. Just give me a minute. I'll get to you. I'll get to you. Just give me a minute. Let me get my family settled, and I'll work with you one-on-one. As long as it's not nasty and ugly. Not spitting on the mirror, not spitting on anybody else. I will work with you. Just give me a minute. I'm not worried about the background, by the way, because I was asked, aren't you worried about this? Aren't you worried about it? Hell no, I'm not worried about it. Thank you very much. You've increased my channel. I appreciate you. Yeah, that was sarcastic, but it actually has. Stop worrying about that stuff. The backbiting does not concern me. Stuff that's unwarranted, let it happen. I know that I didn't do anything wrong. What do I have to explain? I just need to explain why I'm here now. And I'm here to love on you and to help teach ascension together. You teach me, I teach you. It's give and take. This is give and take energy. This is not backbiting and a pissing contest of who's higher ranking. I could give a rat's ass. God bless you, darling. I'm here to help. I'm here to explain the best way I can. And I totally accept your explanation as well. You got a better explanation? Give it to me. I will certainly listen, because that's what I'm doing. I listen to everything you say. I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. Please don't turn to me. I'm just simply saying, let's just listen together. Let's just listen together. More importantly, let's love together. Let's love together. Let's not attack together. Let's not split hairs together. Let's love together. That's your job. Love. Love. Sympathy, empathy, compassion, your heart. and we lost it where? Doesn't matter. If it doesn't set right with you, don't do it. You have free will. If you enjoy it, well, God bless you. Stick with it. You do you, boo. But this old lady is, I got a bigger plan, and I got a bigger path. I can't stick around for that. I'm not going to try to explain myself. I don't owe anybody an excuse. I don't owe anybody an apology. I'm not going to pretend to feel guilty for something that I didn't do. There's my piece, and I'm leaving it there. Drop it. And if it's still brought up, well, it's not on me, as I never brought it up to begin with. Leave it alone and love people. Don't make people pick sides. You know how nasty and ugly that is? And don't threaten people. When you threaten people's physical well-being, authorities get called. Just saying. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. I did recognize a lot of the things that I miss in the chat rooms. And I do, and you guys know that. And even the round table that I'm not, if it seems like that I'm not connected to my round table, it's just because I cannot take all that energy. I let the round table and everybody in it take the energy. I don't interfere. But when I'm there, if it seems like Jen's cutting them off, it's just because Jen doesn't even remember what they just said. Well, Jen, that's probably not a good way to do a round table. Okay, well, maybe not. I just always looked at it as maybe it's a good sign that Jen's actually with spirit and not her ego in the 3D world. Just saying. I love you. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the morning for a little bit of a round table, and we'll have some coffee. We'll have some coffee and we'll just talk. You take it with a grain of salt. You do you, boo. At the end of the day, cardboard boxes, laundry baskets, the whole shebang. Honey, we own it. It's okay. I love you. Love and light. Some ch-ch every once in a while. Kind of need it. Just don't ever use it unless you feel necessary. And right now, it's not necessary. Love. Just love. I love you.